Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. We are going to fly through cards today, okay? I want to get as close to 100 as I can, and this is kind of my last day to be able to work on cards for kids um, in the public school system. So, for this month. Um, my goal was, I kind of didn't have a goal at first. I just was making cards to donate. And then I set myself a goal, and now I'm trying to reach 100. So let's work on it together. Let's see if YouTube wants to work. Okay, I'm going to use my paper pad, my stamp set. I might also bring in my digital paper pad of unicorns and a random one from my stash, from a really old one from Pink Fresh Studios. We're going to make fast, simple, fun cards, okay? So this is the fast card making. Now, I first have to share this with you. I went to the post office the other day and I had this package. Look at this card. I love it so much. This is a die cut and then some beautiful paper, a little toucan of my appreciation. I always love a pun. This is from Hey Nicole. Hey, thank you. She says, I hope these blades are the ones you need. I appreciate you and your channel so much. I learn something new each time and I'm so grateful. Best wishes, Nicole, aka Hey Nicole. Hey. Well, hey, Nicole. I hope these work too. Shall we see? So y'all know I've had a bit of a trimmer dilemma. I'm just going to tear right into these. They look a little different, but this looks the same. To my favorite trimmer of all time, of which I can never find the blades for. Are they? Oh my gosh, they're the same. Way to go, Nicole. OMG, I am back in business. Yes. Thank you, Nicole. I am going to, well, I just, thank you. She's probably so tired of hearing my trimmer dilemma. She's like, I got to hook this girl up. Nicole, you're the bomb. Everybody thanks you. This is going to get me quite a distance with my trimmer. And where did you get these? Is this Hobby Lobby stickers? I mean, they were reduced, so they're probably all gone, not around anymore. But I will look there, and Sparkle Heart will be so excited that we have to go to Hobby Lobby. It'll have to wait till next weekend. It looks like when I ended my live yesterday, I had to make a run for it, y'all. And I didn't put my glue topper back on. So that should be interesting for us here today. I'm going to save this because if I ever find a technique that actually sharpens a blade, and I save these last 5 blades, I may be able to stretch this trimmer even further. I'm going to put that up there, and I'm sure I'll forget. All right, let's blast through this. And Nicole, this is beautiful. Thank you. Super cute. Let's blast through this. I want to make a few more cards for teachers. I did not finish the squirrels, but I had an idea for them. And I wanted to grab these ladies. I want to do a few teacher cards. Shall we? Yes, we shall. You know what? Those would make some fast and fun cards too. The girl in the library, we could grab her too. And put her on a card. I did not plan to do, like, to release this paper pad and make cards for kids. It was just serendipitous. Somebody else said, oh, that's God working in your life. And I agree. Thank goodness he's a better planner than I am. All right. Okie dokie. I can't get my live open. This is the same thing that happened to me earlier this week. But I think that you guys can, because I already see you here. I'm just going to guess that I've got my Aussie friends in the house. So hello to all my Aussie friends. And then I've got my early birds in the house. I'm just sure of that as well. And I'm going to turn my device off and turn it back on. That's what I did the other day and it fixed it. So let's bring this back out. Now I am getting along just fine with my spellbinders, but it's not the same as this. I missed my trimmer. It hadn't even lost its place in my craft room, like, you know, its position. It was right where I always kept it, even though I was afraid I was going to have to retire it. Alrighty, so we'll just trim these up. I really want to make fast cards. I want to see how many I can make. Now, I am excited to do this. I'm excited. You know, I started card making for the sole purpose of making cards for donation as a ministry, because I was a really busy mom to tiny kids and I needed a hobby. I needed an outlet for my creativity. And I thought, what a lovely hobby to make cards to bless other people. So I love that I keep this a part of it, even though during the pandemic I started my YouTube channel, and then that kind of, you know, changed the course of a lot of things. But I have always, even with my channel, always donated cards. I love card drives. That's one thing I love about Mindless Crafting too, is that they always have card drives going on. And when I was designing these paper pads, I wanted to make designs that were easy and let the paper do the work so that you could quickly make cards, either, you know, for donation or as a beginner. And so it's just very serendipitous. I want to also use this girl. And I still have those two as a choice later, or the bird. So there's that. Okie doke. Got lots of cards already swimming around here. I'm going to grab one sheet of unicorns because we can let this paper do the work for us too. And let's see if everything that I've cut here we can quickly turn into cards. Let's try it. Okay, let me turn my paper pad on. I mean my paper pad, wow. My iPad on and get to your comments. Yesterday was the longest day at work. It was 13 hours. I thought it was never going to end. I stopped working at 8 o'clock last night and then went into supercharge mode of cooking dinner really fast and mopping the floor. And I sat down about 9 o'clock. Let's just say I slept last night when the time came. Yes, okay, I'm sorry guys. I could not get, this has been happening just this week where I can't get my video to turn on, my own video, unless I turn things off, completely restart and turn them back on. So now I can see y'all. I haven't been ignoring you, I promise. I'm going back to the top. Miss Vicki Reuter, good morning, my dear. Hi, Susan Chamberlain. Hi, dear. And hello, Miss Heidi Robbins. So good to see you bright and early this morning. Kim's in Alaska. Sleepless in Alaska, my sweet friend, and Miss Sarah over on the East Coast. Good morning. Still bright and early, no doubt. Sarah, when I had to catch the replay when Mindless Crafting launched the announcement of my paper pads, and Tracy had her Sarah Johnson pointer out, and I was like, wow, these two things, my paper pad and her pens, were definitely a good combination. Oh, I know, Susan. Wasn't that such a fabulous card that Nicole sent? I love it. And the trimmer blades. Ah, I'm back in business. Probably what I should do is reserve a lot of trimming for my spellbinders, because I can still get blades for this one, and reserve minimal trimming and lots of scoring for my We Are Memory Keepers, because I told myself, well, even if I can't ever get another trimmer blade for it, I'm going to keep it because I can always score on it. So not all is lost. It was going to be a journal for my son, Kim, and I woke up and for 15 minutes I planned and plotted that journal, and then I thought, you know what? I don't know if I have the right tools, and I just decided, let's finish up the cards for the kids. We are taking my son today to the camping store to get his last things on his checklist, and I'll get him a journal, and I'll make him a journal later. I want to make it from that really nice leather, and I don't want to mess it up because I'm in a hurry on a Friday morning. You know, my time here in the morning is so limited. Morning for a few. Got a breakfast date. Oh, TR. That is fabulous. So glad you popped in for a minute. Hi, Miss Andrea. Good to see you. Okay, let's just get this started. I don't know. I thought these could go together. I think they're single-sided, but I thought they could probably go together. Those two definitely go together. And probably what I'm gonna do is a lot of ripping and tearing or just cutting random pieces, and we're just gonna make this work. The green, not so much. No, maybe. Kind of. It doesn't upset me. I kind of like that too. Okay. This, I just have to pick which direction. I think for me, it goes that direction. And these two are so big, I probably won't put anything behind them. We'll see. I like that one. Oh, there's some books. What do you know? This could work. This is a whole paper pad. It looks like you just get one of each. That's interesting. That's probably why it had never been opened and I had hoarded it, because you only get one of each. That's why I like to put 4 of each in mine, because it helps with that hoarding tendency for me anyways. Okie dokie. Let's just trim some of these up real quick. I'm not even following a sheet load. I know we could, but I'm not even following a sheet load. I'm gonna pull more of a Desiree and do the simple, just, you know, here, let me cut it at least down to what I need it to be, which is 5 1/4. And then I'm gonna cut just random strips. And it's gonna be more of like a scrappy card. Okay. So we'll do the next one. Same with this next one. Cut it down to 5 1/4, so I have the height of my strips correct. Hey, Beck. Oh, guys, yesterday I did a community post for it, but I also went back, and I know sometimes I don't even bother going back and adding anything to my description. because my lives are just my lives. I don't know what to say. But I did go back and I added all the channels that I knew and the videos of where people had been playing with my paper and stamps, and I added Beck in there for you guys. I don't think Beck has yet, so I didn't put a video, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rebecca, but I did put your channel in there. So if you go back to yesterday's live video, which has the squirrels on the cover, you'll see a link to her channel. I linked everybody's channels and then everybody's videos that I knew of. So, by the way, Kim, let your brain know this, and I promise it's true this time. I can't ever promise it unless I know. This is my last video of the week live. I have some older videos that have been made and waiting for you guys for a long time, and I might upload those. But I'm going to be out of town Saturday and Sunday this week, so I will not be live. Okay? I promise. You can sleep in. Everybody can sleep in. There is like a card summit going on. There are plenty of people to keep you entertained. I will be off with my boy, taking him on a journey. So I will not be live and card making. The next videos you guys will see from me are my crafty goals, and which I'm gonna, spoiler alert, one of them is I've got to get back into collage. I'm really missing it. You know, I did collage every day of July, and it was fun. It was exciting. And I also needed a break. I mean, not really, but kind of. I figured y'all needed a break. That's who I figured actually needed a break from that. But I miss it, and I want to get back to it. So I definitely want to do some collage. Is one of my goals for next month. I don't have any real big ones. You know, I've kind of gone big these last couple of months. A lot of it I couldn't really openly share because I wanted it to be a surprise because I was launching my brand. And a lot of August, most of August was like paperwork and filing with the state and the federal government and all those people being like, yeah, I'm a crafter. Okay, it's official. I'm starting a business. And then designing all the things that y'all couldn't see yet. And then just being kind of completely stressed out the first half of September that was the mood, was dumpster fire. Thanks for seeing me through it. And I'm kind of looking forward to October being like more chill. I'm going to still be designing and putting things out and doing my thing, but I am looking forward to things being a little more chill. I am not off, in case anybody was curious, like, is she still going to do Sweet Pea Curiosities? Yes, I am. Marisa and I have been talking, and that is 100% a sure thing. So I just had to, you know, I'm one lady, so I had to take a little bit of break for a minute. But I'll be back to Sweet Pea Curiosities, and you know, designing. I'm going to try to release Christmas pads in October. 2 Christmas paper pads, and those will be my last 2 physical paper pads for the year. And then, oh my gosh, I have January's paper pads designed. I'm super excited. Well, one of them, not both of them. So my last release will come in October sometime. I'm hoping mid-October, but being that it's already the 27th, it may be the third week in October before the manufacturer can have my paper back to me. We'll see. Depends on their production, where they're at, how many orders they're trying to fulfill. Alrighty, let's do this. These could even work for my other images. I might end up cutting these up too. Let's do this. I don't even know how many cards I folded. And this isn't going to be the kind of card making that blows your mind. This is going to be the get it done card making that blesses somebody. That's what I'm doing today. That's my mode today. I want to say a quick shout out and send good thoughts and prayers to everyone affected by the storm. My goodness, the things I have seen about it already are pretty alarming. So, and I know the other side of Florida is bracing for a different storm. So you guys in Florida, I have so many Florida friends, and just Georgia as well, anywhere in that area, thinking of you guys. Stay safe. Sending thoughts and prayers. My whole life, you guys, I've wanted to be like on the front lines of disasters, but I'm a little too sensitive. I'm a pretty sensitive person. I think God was like, I hear you. But no. I hear what you're saying. I don't think that piece is needed. This is going to work. Just simple. Just glue it down, Betty Petty. I always want to add more. But these donation cards, especially in the 9th hour, we're just going to make them. Make them simple, make them fast, just make them. I can come back and add like gems and stuff to them. Oh, I like that. Okay. Hi, Amy T. Good morning. Good morning, Stephanie. Oh, no, Stephanie's in Australia. Good evening, Stephanie. How you doing? Linda Veal. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Oh, breakfast dates are fun. I mean, I haven't had one in a really long time, but I trust and know that they must be fun. Breakfast food is just fun. I usually eat around 10 o'clock. My breakfast is usually around that time. I didn't quite line that up even on the edges, but something tells me an 8th grader is not going to notice. I think most of these are going to end up at the middle school. So 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Because middle school is hard, y'all. If Sparkle Heart has a hard time in middle school, that means it's hard, because she's been Student of the Year 2 times. She's been honored by the district as being like Student of the School 2 times. And if she's having a hard time, that means it's not cool. So we're going to send those middle schoolers some love in the form of handmade cards. Jennifer McKinnon's here. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? You know, my son really didn't like middle school and the public school system. And I've been pointing out to him, like, look, your sister has never said a bad word about school. Like, she would be there 20 minutes before the doors would open. And she doesn't like it either. It's not you in this case. Oh my goodness. My sister-in-law teaches in middle school in our town, but not at my daughter's middle school. And I love that she does that. And my mom substitute teaches in a middle school, and I love that they do that. They're both the right people. They're both the kind of person you want around if you're having a hard time. So I love that they do that. Okay. These little beauties they just make a card. We don't need to overthink these at all, but I would like to mat them. So let's do that. I have a leftover piece of paper from the other day, and I could cause a craft lunch, so don't be alarmed, but let's cut this down. Alrighty then, 4 by 5 1/4, right? That's my typical. So let me go a little bigger here. Oh gosh, that did not go well. I have buttons on my shirt, and my trimmer at the bottom got stuck in my shirt. Didn't trim the bottom piece of the paper. Okay, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I don't make A2s that much. We all know that around here. So I have to repeat the measurements over and over in my head. 4 1/4. Oh, I cut that one too long. By 5 1/2. So this is where it needs to be. Let's go back and trim. I'm cutting it slightly shorter because I always like my borders. Okay, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. See, I really struggle. Oh, I did cut that one right. Okay, cool. My neighbors have a new puppy who you might hear barking. That's his MO right now, but he has things to bark at. I was dropped off Sparkleheart at the bus stop yesterday, and I came back, and there was a red hawk who lives in my backyard, kind of, my extended backyard, where there's a pond and stuff, and he was on my roof, just hanging out, because our yard is a bunny oasis, and boy, are they plentiful, and do they multiply? Yes, they do. I feel like there's not enough time between me seeing new batches of bunnies each time, where they're like brand new little bitty bunnies. They're so cute. Anyways, I think he was looking for breakfast, and he knows where to find it. And I'm not mad at it. We've got plenty of bunnies, and I like the hawk. He's been here for years. I should name that hawk. Another card. It's Friday. I'm so glad. And I get to travel. I'm going to try to work another 10, 12-hour day today. And then take the weekend off as much as I can. I need to work a few hours. I think we're taking a train. And so I'm going to be able to work while I'm on the train and then just hang out when I'm at my brother's house and when I'm back home. and get my family time in, because things ain't right if the family time isn't right. Young Z, my son, he'll give you hugs throughout the day, but he's not a cuddler. Sparkleheart is a cuddler, and she has what I call a cuddle quota every day. She has to get her cuddle quota met, and we didn't meet it yesterday. We were both bummed about it. I'm beginning to think I'm developing a cuddle quota too. All right, let's look at these panels, and let's just chop this one down and make it work for a card front too. Like I said, these are fast and simple cards. We're letting the paper do the work. Trash. All right. Perfect for school. Even when I was carrying the difference between carrying both of them, my son was very active, like elbows and knees and kicking. And Sparkleheart, I could tell she was a cuddler because she just get in these positions, and I'd kind of have to poke my belly and be like, hey, what you doing down there? You gonna move today? You gonna she was always so chill. Kim, you worked 13 hours yesterday too? What is wrong with us? Oh my gosh. We're broken, Kim. We're broken. Oh. Started thinking about living off grid and living in a tiny house and reducing bills. That's what a 13-hour day does to me. I'm going off grid. Okay, that's going to work for me. Awesome. I'm glad these papers seem to work universally between unicorns and my bookish paper pad, the page turner. I am so hoping my paper and stamps arrive today from the manufacturer. I think they will. Because I don't want them here when I'm not here, like waiting. Like I don't want them on my front porch. That is too much money to just leave hanging out on the front porch. I mean, the good thing is I've got really great neighbors and family that live literally next door. So I can always have them go get the package for me and put it in the house or whatever. But I'd just rather it come so I can do it. All right. Then we got this gal. Like I said, super easy card making, y'all. There is nothing wrong with fast, simple, beautiful card making. We don't have to overcomplicate it to make something beautiful. Besides, if you think about it, how many people do you give a card to and they're like, oh my gosh, I love your ink blending. Wow, look at all of that alcohol marker coloring. I love your embossing folder. I mean, if they're a crafty girl, yeah, they might say all that stuff to you. But like for most of your cards that you're handing out to family and friends, a pretty card's a pretty card. They don't get lost in the techniques like as passionate card makers. But I do love making me a mixed media card. And I'm going to keep advertising it. We have Desiree and I are going to be live on my channel on World Card Making Day at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, and we are going to make mixed media cards. And I cannot wait because that's going to be fun. I love my time with Desiree. I love making mixed media cards. I love hanging out with you guys. So yeah, I guess I'm pretty excited. And last year was the first time that I celebrated World Card Making Day, and I did it with Mary on Craft Roulette and I don't know, thousands of other people on Craft Roulette, which was delightful. I do plan on catching the Craft Roulette live as well. These two, I had them better lined up before. Again, it will be fine. It will not matter if this strip is a little bit separated from the pack. See, doesn't matter. Okay, and you could mat this and you could use paper from the paper pad, but we're just doing this. I wonder, I can't wait to count them up. I still got 30 minutes from when that bird sings to see how many we've made this morning. I might need to cut up more of that paper. Had a health scare yesterday, guys. I could use some prayers. I'm not going to talk about it, but I had a health scare. So if you're looking for somebody to pray for, say a little prayer for me, please. I think every time I have a health scare, now I'm going to think about that time that I got power steering fluid in my mouth not that long ago. And try not to think that that's causing it, but whatever. I need more glue. Yada, yada, yada. I need more glue. I'm going to fill up my glue bottle with y'all real quick. Lots of people ask anyways, what kind of glue do you use? I use pH neutral PVA from Lineco. This is Lineco glue. So if you look up PVA Lineco on Amazon, you will find it. This bottle is used to be even cheaper, but hey, everything used to be cheaper. Am I right? So, but it's still the best value in glue that I can find. And I love it. I've been using it for years, years and years and years. Like exclusively, this is the glue I use. Unless I'm dealing with fabric, and then I use Fabri-Tac. But those are the only two. Oh, and then I have a Gorilla Glue for metal. But besides that, those are pretty much the only glues I use. This is all I use for paper. Oh gosh, I need to shake this. Shake it when it's just been stored. You know, mix it up because things separate. So give it a good shake. All right. I'm hoping when I'm on the train, not when I'm with my son. When I'm with my son, I want to hang out with my son. But I ride the train back by myself on Sunday. I'm hoping I can finish putting the final touches on my designs for the 2 paper pads coming out. That's one of my hopes. Ooh, we are back in business. Put the lid back on this one. Now look, I only used that much and I filled the bottle up completely and it was empty. So this will refill your bottle like 4 times easily. And I think the last time I bought it was like $12. And it's professional glue. It's a bookbinding glue that any professional would use. Okay. Back in business. Here we go. Now, typically, things like refilling glue bottles is something I do in my monthly maintenance, but I haven't been doing my monthly maintenance because I've been so busy. So maybe that'll be a crafty goal for me too in October, is to actually do my monthly maintenance. My monthly maintenance consists of things like replacing trimmer blades if it's needed, refilling glue bottles, refilling my water pens, cleaning things like my paper trimmer, my scissor handles, cutting and folding card bases so that they're just ready for me because I make my own. Um, those are the kinds of things that I have on my monthly maintenance list. You could have anything on yours that makes you happy and fits your needs. But I do love doing the monthly maintenance. One, I don't have to sit here like I did today and refill my glue bottle because it's already ready to go. And it just gives me an opportunity to love my supplies. You know, it's like honoring, showing respect for my supplies. We're almost out of these scraps that I had cut. Desiree would have been so proud to know that I didn't measure. I kind of have to measure. I watch her cut paper and I'm like, oh, I could never do that. But I just did. Kind of. I did measure 5 1/4, but I measured the height, but not the width. Oh, Stephanie had just woken up. That's funny. Even though it was her nighttime, so it was like her morning. Let's put this one here. So with these strips, I'm going to try to just get them kind of even because that makes me happy. And then I'll just glue down the middle one. I'm definitely going to need more. That could work. I'm not mad at it. Let's do it. I love all of y'all saying good morning to each other. This community is just the best ever. There we go. Ooh, I like the red with her red shirt. Dinner time and you just woke up. So breakfast for dinner, Stephanie? Oh, Linda, bless your heart. I can't believe you wake up for this. My dear. I wouldn't do it. You and Kim. I don't know how y'all do it. I wouldn't be able to function. I mean, I love y'all. I'm so glad y'all are here, but I couldn't do it. All right, these papers are directional, so I'm going to have to think about these when I do cut them down in their random strips. So I'm going to turn this one and cut it to 5 1/4, like so. And then do the random slices. Here's what one of the things I like about this trimmer is that the blade just like just flies right across there. But the pad itself has a little bit, it's not tacky, but it kind of, it doesn't slide. The paper doesn't slide on it, and I like that about it. Let's cut this down to 5 1/4 as well. Okay. You guys, my daughters She's in honors classes and she's in honors math, and her teacher is not playing. We kind of knew she wouldn't when we met her at orientation. We were like, ooh, she's going to give these kids a run for their money. No, she's not playing at all. Those kids have like 6 pages of classwork plus homework every day. I said, well, she's getting you college prepped. She's not even getting you like in high school prep. She's getting you in like college prep mode. She's like, but I'm a 6th grader. Yeah. No, I'm not working on the Leatherman journal, Sharon, because I didn't want to rush it and mess it up. So but I am going to make him one. But I am just finishing up. I'm making lightning fast cards for the school because this is my last day to make them. I wanted to see if I could get to 100. At last check, I was at 70. I don't think I've made 30 cards this morning, but I've probably made 15. So it's not bad. Not bad at all. We'll see. We'll count them up here at the end, which I've got, how many more pieces cut? I've got 20 minutes and 3 more focal pieces cut here. Yeah, and these are just lightning fast, real simple cards too. I'm just randomly cutting strips of paper and gluing them down and putting a focal point on top. And I'm not matting anything, not doing anything real significant here other than making a bunch of cards for donation. That is the significance. And hanging out with you guys. Sharon's got to go. See, she's got to go to school. Thank you, Sharon. Thanks for taking care of our kids and educating them. They all need it. Oh, my mom calls me with middle school stories. Oh, yesterday was an interesting day, or it was the day before for her. So, gosh, the things these kids do, we would have never, like, we would have been fearful for our lives if we acted like these kids act in class and in school. It's crazy. So, hug a teacher. Thank a teacher. That's why I wanted to make sure I didn't just make encouragement cards for kids, but I wanted to throw some in for teachers as well, because they're doing the hard work, y'all. Maybe that's what we can do more of, you know, going forward, is think about the people in our community that do the hard work. Like, seriously, how many people in the city that work for like sanitation and waste management, how many times do you think they get a box of thank you cards set on their front doorstep? You know, the people who come and collect up the trash that we don't want. And if you've smelt those trucks that they have to deal with, you know, I think there's a lot of people in our community that serve us that could use a thank you card, some encouragement. So maybe going forward, I have dropped off thank you cards to the police department with cookies. I used to do that every year. At one point, I was like, I wonder if they're suspicious of me. Like, why does this woman always bring us cookies and cards? Who is this? Maybe we need to look into her. No. fire departments, but I think those kinds, I think they maybe get a little more recognition. I think off-grid. What about the animal shelters that take in stray animals? Wonder how many thank you cards they get. Maybe we can work on that together. And I'm including myself this next year to think of the unsung heroes in our community who make things better. Show them a little appreciation. I think our city planner's asleep at the wheel, so I don't know. I don't know about our city planner. Maybe they need more cookies. They need to wake up. Jokes. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Beck. This is the last focal point that I had cut. It doesn't mean I can't find some more, because I can. I've got more strips of paper. I've got 15 more minutes. All right, let's see how many we've made so far, shall we? I mean, it's just fun. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, I thought I had made 15 at least. We got to make 2 more. I want at least 15, which will bring me up to 85. And I think what I'll do is find 15 cards in my stash that I think are appropriate and add them. Even if I didn't make them specifically for this purpose, I know I have 15 cards that are like middle school appropriate that I'll add to them, and I will have 100 cards. Well, this is all of the unicorns that I have left printed. These could work with these. The autumn, the real autumn colored ones. So I'll cut those up. Okay. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Y'all are sweet. I just feel bad if you're losing sleep to hang out with me, because y'all don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know what I'm going to do most of the time. I mean, I told you yesterday we were going to make a journal. Everyone showed up for a journal, and I'm like, surprise! We're not making a journal. We're making fast and easy cards. So, God bless you. Oh my gosh, I've told y'all all before, like, my mom, when my husband and I were like engaged, she's like, are you sure you can put up with her? And then we've been married almost 18 years, but we have been married a year or so, and she's like, I think you're doing a great job putting up with her. I was like, Mom, don't scare him away. Shh, don't tell him. Don't tell him the secret that he's got his hands full. God bless him. He told me the other day, at least it's never boring. Well, no, we're not going to do boring. That will not be in our life story, okay? That is not the plan. Okay, I dropped a unicorn. Ugh, I'm not getting it either. Okay, I've got I just folded when I was folding card bases. We need at least 2. So let's see how far these little strips will take us. Here's some of the bigger pieces here. Oh, okay, perfect. That'll work. And then we'll slap a unicorn on it. Maybe. I think she'll be okay. All right. Let's do something like that. And we will have made 15 cards in a flash, just like I said we would. I hope this inspires you maybe to get out your paper today or whenever you get to craft next and not take it all too seriously. And just make some fast and fun cards for somebody. I mean, look, I come from the too serious camp of card making. I get it. But this is fun too. I mean, I don't know if I ever take it too seriously, but I do like making very detailed, layered cards. Mostly. And mixed media, which takes time. You know, we've hung out this long before and I've only made like one card or two at the most. And we've hung out for an hour. Shoot, we've hung out for 4 hours and made 4 cards before. So, yeah, I belong to both camps. I might need to move that over a little. See, and when I haven't gotten my strips just perfectly to the edge, has it stopped me? No. No, it's not stopping me. Don't let it stop you. Oh, my son's going to have a great time. He's real excited. So my brother had us print up the REI checklist and it said like a camping pillow. And he's like, I need a regulation camping pillow. And I was like, no, you're just going to take your pillow. And he's like, nope, I need the regulation camping pillow. We were just joking about it and laughing. He's like, I want everything to regulation. But yeah, his uncle, my brother, sent a picture yesterday where he had the ATVs loaded up on the trailer and they're just going to have a good old time. My brother's making it like a choose your adventure for my son. He has a couple of different campsites reserved and he's like, yeah, it's going to be a choose your adventure trip. And I love that. Like anything he wants to do, whenever he wants to do it, that's what we're going to do. If it's safe enough, which my brother's crazy. So his version of safe and my version of safe are two different things. So last night I made a copy of my insurance card to give to him. Believe me, if I told you even just one story, you would understand. So yeah. But I know he'll be in good hands. Just might not be a bad idea to give him a copy of my insurance card too. I mean, one time, my brother, I'll tell you one story. While I glue on the inside little pieces real quick, because we got 8 minutes left here. So I'll grab about 15 of those. Okay. Now we were young, so young boys do all kinds of things, but Evel Knievel was a big deal when we were young. And my brothers, they're just 2 years apart, got the idea that they were going to build a ramp and jump my mom's car with their little Yamaha motorcycles. They're like little ones, like a 50 or something. So they go outside, they get some wood. My dad always had, you know, pieces of wood because my dad was always building something, doing something. If he wasn't building cars, he was building something else. So anyways, they grab some wood, they build a ramp. The first brother tries to jump my mom's car and falls and breaks his arm. My second brother doesn't take that. Hey, Nima. How's it going? My second brother does not take that as like any kind of like cautionary warning, like, hey, maybe this ramp and jumping your mom's car isn't the best idea you had today. Look, your brother broke his arm. No, that's not what he took from it at all. You know, he was more like, okay, he couldn't do it, but I can. Guess exactly what happened. He tried to jump my mom's car on the ramp and he broke his arm. Yes. Two brothers, two broken arms, the same day. And that gives you a glimpse into my childhood. We had a tornado come through our literally through our backyard. And my brother, who's taking my son on a week-long choose your adventure camping excursion this week, was trying to he wanted to be in the tornado. So he was trying to open the back door and get in the tornado. My mom is on the phone. He had a friend who had just moved here from California. They were in ninth grade, I think. I think they were my son's age. And the boy's mom is on the phone with my mom. And she's trying to keep her calm because, bless her heart, she'd never been in a tornado before. And it's going through her backyard. And her son's at my house. I'm just kind of just self-soothing over in the corner as we hear shingles being ripped off our roof and the tornado is coming through. We can hear all the stuff it's destroying. My brother's looking out the window. He's like, there it is. It's right there. I'm going to go get inside of it. And so I remember my mom, and this is back in the day when phones had cords. She's stretching that cord as far as she can to get my brother back into the house. I mean, it was not like a little thing either because the neighbor on our left side, they lost their fence, their shed, they lost everything. And their backyard was just flattened and thrown across town. And then the neighbor on our right side, they had an RV parked in their backyard and it was wrapped around a telephone pole in our backyard. So it was like a crazy storm. We lost our roof and my brother's trying to get in it. So, yeah, those are, I mean, I've got so many stories. I could write a book of what it was like growing up with these two. But, yeah, so when I say I'm sending my son with an insurance card, I think you understand. Oh my gosh. Now I know I'm behind. Denise, hi. Dawn, hello. Cordelia, hello. Cordelia, are you off work again today? Are you staying safe? I am using it. I just don't want people to feel like, you know, oh great, she's only going to use her stuff from now on. So I want to use other people's stuff. But I also want to use my stuff too, because I like it. That's why I made it. So just try to keep it balanced. I am, in case anybody's wondering what I'm doing, I'm adding these white pieces on the inside because this is a pretty flimsy, thinner paper. And so the front's fine. You can tell that you can't bend the front. It's got 3 layers of paper cemented onto it, but the back is real flexy and that's not my favorite thing. So I just take these inserts and they're cut slightly smaller and I put those in and then nothing's flimsy. So just in case you're like, why is she gluing white paper on white paper? Am I really watching this girl? That's what this girl is doing. Hey, Paula Rice. You haven't printed your unicorns yet? I've almost, Cordelia, I'm down to only having like 3 pages left of my printed. I'm gonna have to reprint. They're so fun and fast. Fast, fast, fast. Susan says, perhaps his plan was for you to help people via crafting. He was the first crafter after all. I agree. He was like, girl, you cannot handle the front lines. Probably because of my childhood, y'all. I've seen enough. So he's like, you just chill, make some cards. Here's an iPhone. Start a YouTube channel. And lend your support to others who are on the front lines. How about that? I think you're right, Susan. That's the mode I'm in now, right? Oh my goodness. I know I'm behind. I need a sidekick real bad, y'all. Like Beth at Happy Place Crafting, her daughter on Wednesdays in her lives, she has a sidekick, and I love the two of them together. It reminds me of me and my daughter, and it's just fun. It's just fun hanging out with them. I love hanging out with them on Wednesdays when they're live. You know, Tracy has her trusted sidekick, Bill. I need a sidekick in my paper crafting. They can read my comments. I can respond and keep crafting. Okay, I've got 2 unicorns left and 3 scraps of paper. No, really 2, because this one's all sideways and matte, you know, no. So let's see what we can do here. Just space them out. Grab a scrap from somewhere else, perhaps. Don't know till you try. Let's just see what's going on over here. I've got some more scraps from other cards that I've made for the kiddos this month. It's not hideous. It's not great. What other kind of scraps I got? No. No. Maybe. Can't really see anything. Let's see. Oh boy. It's storming in Australia, huh? Well, be careful, Stephanie. Be careful out there. I have so many Aussies on my YouTube feed. There's a girl who has a pajama company. She's hilarious. She mostly does shorts, but she just cracks. The Aussies are, I don't know. I probably come from the ilk that would have been used to populate Australia from Great Britain. I have a lot of British in me, but if we were still in Britain at that time, they probably would have sent us to Australia. But they just crack me up. I want to go to Australia so bad, y'all. Australia and Japan are like the 2 major bucket list places that I want to go. The thing is every time I go international, I don't want to come back. I just want to stay. And my poor husband is tasked with getting me on a plane or train or whatever is necessary to get me back. When we were in Europe, we had these open tickets where we could fly first class on Delta any day, anytime. And we just had to stand by. And I kept not wanting to go to the airport. And finally, he was like, okay, look, we're going to spend 2 more days here, and then we have to get on that plane. He's like, I don't wanna. Bless his heart. He's like, you know, a week or two after we'd been back in the States, he's like, I didn't know if I was going to get you back here or if I was going to have to leave you in Amsterdam. Yeah. So that's the only thing. So I usually want to stay. Okay, we got 16 cards, y'all. Let me put one of these on the inside. Let me check out what y'all are talking about, because I'm just over here being my random self. Kim, she says middle school and high school prepare you for what you have to fear with work. I tell you what, yesterday, I don't know if you felt this way in your 13-hour day yesterday, but I was like, this is a trap. Adulting is a trap. One of my coworkers messaged me and she's like, oh man, something about she's about to turn 30 and she's always like, hashtag I smell 30. And I teased her and I was like, well, hashtag I smell 50 and it stinks. Because we were just joking back and forth. And I'm not saying 50 really stinks, but you know, it was appropriate for the conversation. And it made me think of this image, which I can't wait to share with y'all. I don't have it. Do I have it here? Okay, I think I have it here. I have a sneak peek and then I gotta go, okay? Cordelia, I told you I was going to get a bunch of stocking stuffer things for my shop and to save your monies, because I know you were wanting some like things for your coworker or whatever. Okay, here it is. I can't show y'all all the goodies. I'm only going to show you one, but this image just kept coming to mind yesterday. Okay, you ready for this? Who says this job is stressful? I'm 28 and I feel great. These are magnets that are made in the USA that I'm going to be selling in my shop. Now I have about 50 different designs coming, but I just ordered 3 of each. But this just cracks me up. There's a lot of quirky ones. I'm going to be having, if anyone manages to make it to the end of this video, they're going to see I'm going to have a stocking stuffer sale in my shop. We're going to have a big launch for stocking stuffers that are all $10 or less. And it's going to be funny things like magnets and things, because I really always kind of struggle for that fun and expensive gift for my coworkers. I have so many coworkers, y'all. You know, and I struggle to find the things that I want. So here, I'll show you another one. Now this is $10. This is going to be $10, but I got mug rugs. These are so cute. This is a corgi and it's hand felted mug rug. And what is a mug rug? It's a coaster for your desk, but I thought us crafters need coasters. So this is like a big Stanley. And so the mug rug is huge, and I like big coffee mugs. I like a cup of coffee that you have to use both hands to lift to your face. So I really wanted big ones. And so these are hand felted mug rugs. I got cats and dogs. So a little sneak peek. I always like to give y'all a sneak peek. Let us not leave the cats out. Oh, I just love it. And I got 2 of each of these. So yeah, I'm going to be putting some of this stuff. We're going to have a fun, like for the boutique part of my website, we're going to have a whole little stocking stuffer launch. And I can't wait. It's going to be so fun and so cute, y'all. I have this all in my craft room because I was showing Desiree the other day and she's like, you're having too much fun with this. I was like, I know, I'm having too much fun with this. We made 16 cards for kids. These are to go to the middle schoolers to give them encouragement. I'm going to go back and bedazzle these with embellishments. But here they are, and some for teachers too. Let me keep the unicorns together. The unicorns is my digital, and then these are from my paper pad, page turner. So, yay. Look at all those cards we just made. Just keep it simple. You don't have to overcomplicate things to make pretty cards. I promise. It doesn't have to be done. I mean, it's fun to overcomplicate things. We've already discussed all of this, but you don't have to. Just let your paper do the work. Make fast, fun, simple cards. I didn't really measure anything except for the height of my paper strips. And you know, this is just a piece of the patterned paper from my paper pad cut down to fit on an A2 card. Now I'm going to come back in with my stamp set later when I have the time, and I'm going to add like today a reader, tomorrow a leader, read, dream, achieve. Books may well be the only true magic. You know, so many books, so little time. I'll come in and add some of these sentiments to these on the inside. But yeah, just simple card making, y'all. And I have gotten to, well, now I have 16. 86 cards, I think, is my total right now. And I'm just going to add another 14 so I can donate 100 cards to my local school. Hey, Sala. Hey, Sean. Sorry, I got, y'all know the deal. Oh, you're going to miss most of World Card Making Day again. My son's birthday is the 3rd, so we'll probably go up on Saturday and take him out for lunch. How nice. Well, the good news, Cordelia, is that it'll all be on replay. Yeah, World Card Making Day will be fun. Craft Roulette, you'll definitely have to check out Craft Roulette. You got your order and you love it. I am so glad, Sean. Thank you so much for supporting my shop and placing an order. I hope you have lots of fun with it. Grocery shop before the Crop and Create starts at 9. What is that, Dawn? That sounds fun. Is it like in person? Thanks for the healing prayers, Linda. I need them. Oh, thanks, Flo. Yeah, I had a health scare yesterday for anyone who missed that, so I could take some prayers, and I see that I got them. Thank you so much. What size is that bottle? This glue bottle is 16 ounces. Net volume, 16 ounces. It's amazing. You guys, I have exclusively used this maybe even 4 years now. The last crafty brand of bottle of glue I brought wasn't Barely Arts, and it was great, but this is just cheaper and it's great too. So that's when I made the switch. Beth, I was talking about you. I don't know if you were here for it because I got behind in comments, but I was talking about you and Sophie and how much I love y'all's lives and I need a sidekick like you. Oh, thanks. Well, by the way, I will not be live this weekend. I'm going to be on a journey and traveling, so I will not be here Saturday and Sunday, but there's lots of wonderful content. Lots of people will be live. There's like a summit and other things going on. So I know those will keep y'all busy, and I'll be back hopefully Monday to be live with y'all next week, and like hopefully we'll have a normal week. Will your glue travel good in cold weather? As art glitter glue, there is a time to purchase. I know I had my art glitter glue freeze one time. It was shipped to me and it kind of got icy in the mailbox and I had to throw it out. It was always separated after that. This glue, I have not had that problem. Granted, I haven't had it get frozen either, but that is a truth with the glitter glue. I had it happen to me. Yes, degunking scissors is a good thing to do in your monthly maintenance. And I know I've never uploaded the monthly maintenance for y'all, and I will one day. Um, but just think about the things. Yes, I'm liking the Spellbinders cutter, Beth, but I also had a friend, Nicole, send me blades for my trimmer that she found. I think this must be Hobby Lobby. I'm so excited, but I'm going to be like, slightly hoarding those. So I'm going to do a bulk of cutting on my new Spellbinders trimmer so that I can do the bulk of cutting here. I'm getting the look, y'all. I gotta go. And it's true. It's 6:45. I do have to go. She was very patient to let me go on this long. Anyways, yes, and I love it. Oh, Stephanie says hello to everyone. She doesn't want to miss a single person. I'm sure everyone feels that way, Stephanie. Denise, mornings here are nice. I don't always catch the lives. Penny has a great voice and tone. Oh, sipping my coffee before I have to go to work. Now I just want day to go by so I can make some cards too. Oh, Denise, I know. I got to go to work too. Yes, Paula, Khan Academy is a great resource for math. Absolutely. And science. I'm so glad Khan Academy exists. They deserve some cards too. Am I right? Some thank you cards. Oh, that's cool. Vicky Bruder's church ministry sends cards to the police dispatchers and fire department. Yeah, I think they're kind of, which they deserve. Oh, good. Sala, thank you for linking your channel. Um, but yeah, I think they frequently are thought of when we think about our unsung heroes, but there's other ones. I spent 26 years working at a police department. Treats were always appreciated. Oh, good. I didn't want them to think I was bribing them or something. They're like, who is this? Amy T asked a good question. I would love to know what you write on the inside of the cards. Do you write Dear Fireman or find out specific names? I would put like, I live in Hutto Fire Department or something like that. I would keep it generic. Oh, Michelle, I'm super late too. Have a good day. And Flora, I got your order. I think I sent it out yesterday. I'm not sure if it was in yesterday's batch or today's batch, but it's in there. Thank you so much. And Dana, hello, hello. And I've got to go, but I'm just catching any last bit. Where can I get the unicorn images? Hello, Melissa Cutter. Those are mine. You can get them at bittypenny.com. Oh, thank you, Sala. You're on it. Such a great moderator. You and Dawn. Thank you, ladies. Your eyes struggled to even open today, Dawn. I get it. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome, welcome. I hate to say hello and goodbye, but that's kind of where we're at. Oh, I have a beige lab beagle named Jake. They call him Jake from State Farm. That's hilarious, Flo. Not Flo, Flora. That's hilarious. I saw Flo next. I know, right? Exactly. I might be getting a text from Sparkle Heart. No, okay, it's a mom. It's always the moms that send the early text questions. Why are you putting the white panels into white cards? I knew that would pop up, Stephanie. I think I explained it, but yeah, it was just because this paper was really thin, so I was thickening it up. It just makes it more sturdy, and then the front is sturdy and the back is sturdy. So when your card base is really thin, just you can do this, and you could make it a color. You could go into your cardstock and do a colored insert, but I have a whole bunch of white ones already cut. Because I used to work with a thinner card base. Because here's the thing. I like layers. And when you add a lot of layers to your card, it adds weight. So the way I get around that is I use a thinner card base for my cards that have lots of layers, and then I put an insert on the inside. Okay. Well, I gotta go, y'all. I could hang out with y'all all day. I want to read everything. Oh boy, Cordelia is having internet issues, but she also is having weather issues. Sorry about that, Cordelia. Hey, Linda Gorman. Yes, stay safe, everyone in the storm. Kat, hi, how you doing? Hello, hello. Angie Downs. Good to see you too. Miss Shay made it in. Hi, Shay. I'm going to catch any other questions that might have popped up. I think I got a new member. Was that you, Angie? Thank you. I know the mug rugs. Aren't they awesome? I love them too. I'm going to have one on my table. I think I'm going to have the chubby, the fat orange cat. Because I always have a drink of water nearby. So, you know, I need a coaster too. Oh, it was Angela Fernandez. Welcome to the Glue Crew. It's wonderful to have you, Angela. Hey, I'm going to post the October Glue Crew discount today. So keep an eye out. There's a September one too. That's kind of a perk. Bitty Penny, tell people how to get to your shop. bittypenny.com. Julie Jones, hello. Thank you. Where do I find my digitals I ordered? They're in your email. They get emailed to you. And then you just download them from your email. Let me know if you have any issues with that. I mean, I'm not real good with tech, but they should be in your email. I've sent them to myself, and so just check there first. Okay, I am so late. I gotta go. I'm 20 minutes late, y'all. I'm gonna be running like a mad woman. Love you guys so much. I hope you'll have a super awesome day and weekend. I will not be back here till Monday. Okay, so y'all have a great weekend. Craft your hearts out. Have lots of fun. Say hi to everybody for me, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.